Being aggrieved by the said order of assessment, the appellant preferred an appeal before the Commissioner of Income Tax Appeals. The said appeal filed by the appellant came to be allowed. The said order of the appellate commissioner was challenged by the Revenue before the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, Delhi, which allowed the appeal of the tribunal, setting aside the order of the appellate commissioner. It restored the order of the assessing authority consequent to the said order of the tribunal. The appellant also received a demand notice directing it to deposit the additional tax imposed. The appellant challenged the order of the tribunal as well as the demand notice in regard to the addition tax payable by way of appeals and writ petitions, which came to be dismissed by the impugned order of the High Court. Hence, the appellant is before us in these appeals. This main contention of the appellant herein is that it is entitled to deduction of interest payable on the loans taken by it from bodies other than financial institutions as provided under section 43B of the Act. Learned Counsel submitted that the tribunal as well as the High Court, on an erroneous appreciation of fact and without giving an opportunity to the appellant to establish its case, came to the conclusion that the money borrowed by the appellant was from the institutions enumerated in section 43B within bracket D, hence disallowed the deduction. In support of this contention, Learned Counsel pointed out from the order of the tribunal that it had noted that the loan taken by the appellant was from Haryana Financial Corporation, which according to the appellant is wholly incorrect, and the appellant had not taken any such loan from Haryana Financial Corporation. On the contrary, the loans taken by it were all from IDBI, ICICI and Overseas Bank, and under the Act, interest payable to these banks are entitled to deduction. Learned Counsel also argued that the appellant had specifically raised a ground as to the non-applicability of section 141 within bracket 1 within bracket A and the consequent demand made for payment of additional tax, but the High Court, without dealing with this objection of the appellant proceeding to agree with the tribunal without properly considering the material available before us. As to the entitlement of the appellant for deduction of interest payable, it is also contended that the High Court did not apply its mind as to the liability of the appellant to pay the additional tax and proceeded to dismiss its appeals and petition without considering all aspects of the case. Learned Counsel for the Revenue submitted that the appellant had not produced any material to show that the institution from which it had been taken loans were institutions other than those enumerated in subsection D of section 43B of the Act. Therefore, unless the appellant proves that such interest had actually been paid, it was not entitled to claim deduction on interest which is only payable. It was further submitted on behalf of the Revenue that though a factual error was made by the tribunal in noting that the loan taken was from HFC, it had really not affected the legality of the order of the tribunal because the appellant had failed to establish that the institution from which it had taken the loan are those which would not fall within the institutions mentioned in subsection D of section 43B. Therefore, the authorities below were justified in rejecting the prayer of the appellant for deduction of interest, as also were justified in levying the additional tax under section 141 within bracket 1 within bracket A of the Act. Having heard Learned Counsel and having perused the records, we think that there was some confusion in the mind of the tribunal when it proceeded to consider the case of the appellant for deduction on a ground that the loan in question was taken from HFC, which is a bank contemplated under section 43B within bracket D of the Act. Stop.